seems like a long time. 27 years. I'll tell you why. Nelson Mandela. And the reason I mentioned 27 years is because of one word. Sacrifice. He spent 27 years in jail as part of his fight against the apartheid in South Africa during the 20th century. Now, he basically put his people of South Africa first, in front of himself, in front of his family, in front of his friends, basically in front of his life. He was even offered opportunity whilst he was in prison to be let out on numerous occasions under certain circumstances. However, he refused, putting his people before his own means and his own good. He sacrificed probably more than a third of his life in the fight for freedom for his own people in South Africa. And how he did this, I think it all revolves around what I'm going to say is priorities. Yeah, I can know. Priorities. So his priorities were putting his people first, the betterment of the country of South Africa at the time, and not to give in to anything and anyone and never give up. So in order for him to achieve his priorities, he had to sacrifice his own freedom, his family, his friends, basically a lot of his rights. He sacrificed a lot of his rights for this number one priority of his. Now I ask you, what are your priorities? So look, let's say for instance, I'll give you an example. You have a priority where you want to get fit over the next year. Okay? You want to get fit. That's your number one priority. Okay? What are the current actions that you can take to get fit? Okay? So you can exercise. Okay? / physical. Oh, that's an obvious one. Nutrition, eating healthy, sleep. We can also go into meditation, spiritual, that kind of thing as well. So those are the things that you're going to need to do over the next year to get yourself fit. This is at a very basic level. You need to exercise, be physical, you're going to eat healthy, you're going to get enough sleep, and if you want, this is probably a maybe, meditate, that kind of thing. They're the kind of things that you're going to need to do over the next year to get fit. Now let's just say, for instance, you're not doing any of those things, so you probably say, I don't have the time to do those things. Well, let's see what you are doing currently. What things can you sacrifice? How often are you on social media? How often are you socializing? partying. What are some other things? Pornography. Alcohol. / drugs. What out of those things do you need to sacrifice to become fit over the next year? You need to remove some of those things. So straight up, you cross out that. Alcohol and drugs, cross out that. And these relate to your, let's go nutrition. With socialising, partying, you've got to be able to say no. Because this, it's going into this. Yeah? You can sacrifice partying, socialising, pornography, or not. But how much time do you reckon you spend on social media? How much time? If you could cut that in half, 50%, how much time do you reckon you would save? Instead of doing, say, instead of spending, say, let's say 20 minutes per day on social media, which I think most people would probably do. How about you do 20 minutes per day doing something physical? What might that look like? Well, it could be a walk, run, push-ups, sit-ups, bike ride, swim, be anything. 20 minutes a day. I'm not saying get rid of social media altogether. I'm saying for 20 minutes a day, stop 20 minutes of social media for 20 minutes of exercise. There's only one other thing that you have to do to win this game, and it's be consistent. If you're consistent over the year, you'll win. That's how to do it. So sacrifice. How do we do it? We remove things from our life to allow time to do things us achieve what we desire. And if you want to read a book on this, read Nelson Mandela's book, Long Walk to Freedom. All the best.